There's an outreach team meeting. Is anyone here in the room from outreach, from that team? Hello, hello? No? Yes? Sort of? Okay. So stand up so everyone can see you, Marilyn, whoever else serves on outreach. So there's... This is actually a very large team, so folks may be preparing for the meeting upstairs, but the meeting is open to anyone. So if you want to be involved with our outreach into the community, the ways that we support and help our neighbors, those who need more resources or support, you've seen these different events happen throughout the year where we've raised funds for or collected clothing for LGBTQ plus youth. We've done work with the unhoused. And if you're interested in any of that work and having your heart walk out into the world in definite action, please take a peek or join our outreach team. So that happens today from 12 to 1, and anyone's welcome to go to that meeting. So we have some new classes coming up, and I want Reverend Maureen to share her class with you.
And one of mine is Mandalas on Monday. What is a mandala? It's a circular symbol, and you come Mandalas on Mondays, second and fourth Mondays, February, March, April. We come in, we meet out here in the tile area of Fellowship Hall. I already have 9 people signed up. Men are asking about it, and I will provide this possibility for you to secure one of these mandala books. It was created during COVID by Reverend Laura Hallett. She went through for 52 weeks and she drew mandalas for us to get through COVID 2020 into 21. And I was part of the team that got to color and color. And I want to bring this to us here. So we will meet 11 to 1, second and fourth Mondays, February, March, April. You will get to know each other. Bring your own coloring items, your pens. I will also provide them. And I'm a true believer that you can never have too many colored pencils.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Reverend Maureen. Our next class I want to highlight is Laura Graham Marquardt here. Okay, Laura, come on down. So I want to highlight prayer and Pilates. Does that not sound fabulous? Laura's going to be teaching prayer and Pilates. And Laura, can you give us a 20-second infomercial about that class, please?
Sure. I believe that motion is the lotion, and found that Pilates is a low-impact way to bring alignment, awareness, and really good feelings to the body. So that's my goal, is for people to feel good in their bodies. And I'm an expert at helping people find modifications that they may need. So join us. It's a good way to start the day. It's from 8 to 9 on Tuesdays and Fridays, starting
February 13th.
Whatever the slide says.
Beautiful. So I will definitely be taking that class. So it's Tuesdays and Fridays, February 13th through March 1st. And it's prayer and Pilates will be right here in Fellowship Hall. At 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock in the morning, yes. Great. It's wonderful. 8 o'clock. I love it. It's great. Okay, Reverend Maureen,
Yes, you really do want to know who I am today, right? So my ministry here is Congregant Care. And in the month of February, each Sunday for 4 Sundays, members of the Congregant Care and Compassionate Care teams will be here on platform to do a brief informing for you, inviting for you, insight talk. They will pair up. And our ministries currently are Animal Connections, Compassionate Care Teams, Ministry of Prayer, Prayer Shawls. I'm Rites of Passage, and also partnering up with Reverend Marcia to expand the Grief and Loss Ministries. So you will learn more about us. You will learn who we are, what we can do for you in congregant care, caring for you, offering you resources, ideas, compassion, and prayer, and then how you can participate as well. Congregant Care Fair with an E at the end on purpose. February's.
Thank you. Okay, and then our next to last announcement is The annual pledge campaign closes out on the 31st. So if you want to get your pledge in, all the information's going out on the 31st or the 1st once we get everyone's pledge in. So if you want to pledge and enjoy lots of wonderful benefits, classes, coaching, group coaching, we just kicked off with the big vision board workshop. There were, I think, 75 people who showed up for that workshop. So there are lots of benefits you receive by being a member of the Pledge Club. And you can find out more about it at the concierge desk. You can stop me. You can go to the website. But please get your pledge in because we're about to launch with the coaching pretty soon. All right. So the last announcement is we will be having next Sunday's meditation is going to be very special. It will be a sound healing meditation. So if you're interested in sound healing or you've ever had that experience of the tones of the bowls and the gongs and how the vibration heals the body, join us next Sunday. And Erica Valentine will be offering that, so she's going to tell you about it.
Hello? All right, are we here? Hello? Welcome. I'm Erica Valentine. I've been coming here on and off for over 10 years. And it is my honor to want to be able to offer this gift for you to please join me for a sound healing and heart meditation. These bowls are very special. They have been specifically designed to align your chakras. So they're going to bring your root chakra and your crown chakra down into your heart, as well as our words and our breath. So if you haven't tried it, please invite all of your friends. This is a great introduction, and then have them stay for service. And if you have tried it, you haven't tried me, because every single one is different. Every single one's different. So I'll be here a couple Sundays, this Sunday and next Sunday and the 18th, and I hope to see you guys all here. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Erica. All right, so we're going to now, that was all of our announcements. So lots of wonderful things beginning to bubble up, as you can see in the community. New classes, new faces, new experiences. So I invite you to partake of all that's being offered here. So with that being said, before I sit down, I want to acknowledge that today is a very, very special day. I am normally not here on the last Sundays of the month, but I had to come in today to support my colleague and my friend, Reverend Jeff Hargis, who will be your speaker today. And Reverend Jeff has been a long time communications director and operations director and all kinds of directors for a New Thought Center, a Science of Mind Center in Phoenix called New Vision Center for Spiritual Living. He's been a practitioner for a long time and a minister here now as our assistant minister. So I just wanted to let you know that Reverend Jeff is speaking today, so I had to be here so I can attune to possibility and support his ministry. Thank you. Reverend Michelle.
Have you ever had a song that you just need to hear over and over again to remind you of how blessed you are? Yep. Well, that's what's happening right now. I just needed to share this song. It's been introduced to me recently, and all you have to say is one word. Everybody say blessed, 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 blessed. Keep on saying blessed. And if you notice, your feet are starting to tap because the music feels good. Some of you may want to run around the place because you are blessed, 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 blessed. Say it again. Say blessed, 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 blessed. Then it says, we're blessed in the city, we're blessed in the field, we're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold, sickness and poverty must cease, for the evil is defeated. We are blessed. Everybody say blessed, blessed, blessed. Come on, yeah, say blessed, blessed. This is all we're gonna do is say sing blessed and blessed, and we're blessed, and I'm blessed, and you're blessed, and we're blessed, and blessed, blessed, blessed. We're blessed in the city, we're blessed in the field, we're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold. Sickness and poverty must cease, for the ego is defeated. We are blessed. Everybody say,
Blessed.
say it,
Blessed.
feel it.
Blessed.
Come on,
Blessed.
give it to me now. Yeah, blessed,
Blessed.
blessed. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say we're blessed, 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 blessed. Say blessed, blessed, blessed. Keep it going. Say blessed, blessed, blessed. Yeah, yeah, blessed, blessed. Come on, let me get the drum. Get the drum and blessed. Let me hear you. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Yeah, blessed. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now raise your hands in the air and shake them like you just don't care. And if you love how this praise is feeling, everybody say, oh yeah. We're blessed, 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 blessed. Say blessed, blessed. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say blessed. That's right, Bettina. You better get it going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is our beginning of our Pilates. Our Pilates right here. Blessed, yeah. We're blessed. Blessed. Oh, blessed. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor. Yes, yes, cause late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor. Yeah, 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 yeah. Late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor and around and around. Late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor and around and around. We're blessed. I don't hear you. I can't hear you. Come on. I don't believe you. Oh,
Blessed.
hey,
Blessed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Blessed, 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 blessed. Hands on your heart. Remind yourself you're blessed, 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 blessed. Yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah, you do. I'm blessed. And I'm blessed. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Yeah, 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 do. But I'm blessed.
Reverend Queen Michelle, it is so wonderful to have you back here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am definitely feeling blessed today. My arms won't go any higher than the hip, though. They kind of stay motionless. Anyway, my name is Reverend Jeff Hargis, and I am your assistant minister. And you know what? I am home. Thank you all so much for all that you've done so far. And we are exploring this month this idea around possibilities. And I remember the very first time that I heard the theme being introduced, and I was a little bit taken back because I'm thinking about the word possibility and how that might fit into our philosophy of science of mind. And, you know, because we are very much in that place of everything we speak to has an affirmative stance, you know? Like, I am love, I am joy, I am abundance, and thank you, Jim. And so we speak to things from that place of the affirmative. And when we insert this word of possibility, it almost maybe sound counter to what we're talking about. It almost maybe detract from it if you think of it on a surface level, because, you know, it's kind of like we're saying, maybe joy, or perhaps I am love, and maybe there's a possibility of me being abundant in my life. And so it almost seems a little counter. So what I did was I actually do what I often do in tearing apart a word. I look it up in the dictionary, and the dictionary says the likelihood of opportunity, an option, a prospect. Still very uninspiring, isn't it? And so what I decided to do from there is start looking at various quotes that have the word possibility in them. And I found it. I found a beautiful definition that we can apply here today around opportunity. And it is from Lynn Twist, from her book, Living a Committed Life. She says, I refer to possibility not just as a conglomerate of options, but as a mindset, a way of thinking and interacting with the world that sustains, inspires, and empowers. Yes. Now that I can absolutely get behind. That absolutely fits snugly into our philosophy, and that is a perfect place for me to start today. And so I'm going to do so by asking you a question, and that is what is it? It is, how are you interacting with the world? And I want you to just think about that for a second. Don't take it on too deeply. Just kind of notice, how are you interacting with the world today? Does it feel affirmative to you? Or is there something that's pulling you away and into the field of material, or this material world? Does it feel like there may be just that one thing in our life that kind of cycles negatively over and over again in our experience? So I'm going to invite you just to hang on to that, keep it at your side, and just be with that as I go through the rest of this talk today. The name of my talk, as Reverend Rochelle was mentioning, is Attune to Possibility. And I'm going to be considering some attributes of possibility. I'm going to be digging up some of the, I always love to insert some teaching into my talks, and I'm going to bring back up the creative process that we started talking about last week. And I'm also going to be speaking to the power of the present moment in terms of possibility and really tuning into possibility. And then I'm finally going to be speaking to the actual process of tuning into possibility, and that's probably going to lead into perhaps some invitations for this week. So that's where we're heading today. I'm glad you're all on board. And thank you, Laura. And so that's how we're going to be starting, is how life gets to be the way that it is, and specifically the creative process. We have this wonderful stained glass behind me that is our teaching symbol that represents the creative process. And as Reverend Rochelle was speaking to last week, I'm going to be building a little bit on that and maybe repeating some of the same things, but there's purpose behind it. We have that first section, which we denote as spirit, and that is the absolute, the almighty, the everything is contained there at that point. And it is that thought seed, to use last week's analogy or a metaphor, it is that thought seed that comes in and through and into the soil of law. And in a perfect world, it manifests into form exactly as we had received it as that inspiration. And something kind of funny happens along that line, specifically in that middle area that we call law, or we're going to keep it going with soil. We get things like weeds that happen to pop up. in our experience, or ground squirrels that think it's funny to dig up our seeds and throw them away. And so we get these blocks that happen to us. We feel totally inspired by that still small voice or by our intuition, and we set that intention, and then something gets in the way, and we're calling them blocks today. And those blocks may look like our ego. They may look like fear. They may look like our family history. They could look like the consciousness, the collective consciousness coming forth, kind of steering us in a different direction. And so there is, these blocks can be so deep within us, seeded into us, that our beliefs, that no amount of affirmations or prayers seem to deliver us from those blocks. We just simply can't get through them. And what happens on the other end of that is, it isn't the affirmation that comes forth in our experience. It is something totally different, because what we're focusing on is that fear, or that, or going along with the collective consciousness in something, or we are tapping back into some old family stuff, and it's blocking the experience from coming forth. Now, I know that Ernest Holmes often speaks, or he spoke to and wrote about turning away from the condition and knowing your wholeness. And I absolutely agree with that. And there's something a little bit more for me around that, that I'd like to take this, and that is in our humanity of things. And that is, maybe it's not as easy just to turn away and to know our good. Perhaps what is involved here, to know our good, is to go a little bit deeper into this by speaking with a counselor, or doing some shadow work where we're really getting into the roots of things. So it is this process of actually really addressing those blocks at a deeper level that somehow create this paradigm shift in what we have that go beyond what perhaps affirmations and prayer can do on that level. So I'd love to illustrate a personal story to bring that forth. And it is a story, I called my mom about 30 minutes ago. I'm like, heads up, heads up, I'm going to be speaking a story about you. And she got very nervous. And I'm not sure if she's watching live or she'll be watching this in a recording, but I love you, Mom. I see you. So when I was in Phoenix, I lived probably about 3 or 4 miles away from my mom. And she's in now this beautiful assisted living community. And I would say probably about 3.5 years ago, her husband was moved from their independent living into memory care. And for those of you that have experienced that, or watching your parents go through something like that, it's hard. It's really hard. And I know the impact on that with my mom was deeply, deeply hard for her. And so she went through that process. And what I was doing when she was going through that was, I felt this call for me to step in and to be more of a presence for her in this process, which meant that, just being present, just being there, talking with her, being more of a part of her life. And so it's what I did. And just to the sheer proximity, it just made sense to do that. One brother's in Washington and the other brother is in New York. And so it just really made sense, and I felt like there was some healing to be done in our relationship. So it was kind of a win on both sides of things. And so I did just that. started having lunch with her every Thursday, and then during the weekends I would go over and do like handyman work or technical support. Who's done technical support for your parents? I see you, I hear you, I love you. It is one of those wonderful experiences. And what I found starting to happen during this was I would go for lunch and we'd sit, and there started to be a shift in the experience that I was having, where my mom was sharing with me some of her fears and her regrets and her anger. And it was something that I would hear pretty consistently every week. And there was something in me that totally stepped away from being a practitioner and a minister, a practitioner as I was at that time, because I was taking it all on. I felt like my mom had taken care of me through all of those years of childhood, and that's what I am here to do. And it was killing me. It was killing me to hear where she was at. And so I started to feel resentful. I was beginning to feel resentful around it. I was also beginning to feel resentful around my brothers. One that pretty much had disconnected completely, and the other one who would swoop in twice a year like the prodigal son, and he would be a hero, and then he would swoop back out, leaving me in the trenches. And I was really beginning to feel some resentment towards that. And so I remember at a certain point talking with a practitioner friend of mine, and I was bitching about everything that was happening. And she said something that absolutely hit me at my core. She said, "I wish I could have lunch with my dad on Thursdays." Ooh. And it just hit me so deeply. And it was like something at my core started opening up. She first suggested, perhaps you should look at this a little bit differently. And I was already there, going in that place of gratitude and shifting my approach to this thing where I could just be a presence that listened to her, that was present with her, that heard her in unconditional ways, and that just in a place of absolute gratitude for it all. And so over the years, after doing this shift, I found things starting to increasingly get better and better. And it all came to a head when my other brother came to visit, a very rare visit, and we were having dinner, the three of us were having dinner together, and she had gotten up and went somewhere to get some food, and my brother told me in secret, he's like, "I now understand the burden that you are under." And it was right then that my heart absolutely broke open. I said, "John, it is not a burden. It's a privilege, what I'm doing here. It is an absolute privilege to be in partnership with my mom here. It is absolute privilege to take part in her life and have her take part in my life, because inevitably what happens is I will go over, I'll do some handyman work, and we will break into one of the most wonderful, deep conversations, conscious conversations. She is definitely a science minder and doesn't know it. We get into these conversations of growth, and she asks me about my ministry and where it's at, and then she tells me stories about her past and the experiences that she had that are always relevant to whatever I'm experiencing or going through. And it's been something that has totally shifted the whole trajectory of where that was. And so it was definitely hard to leave. It was hard to leave Phoenix, but I will tell you that we have this fun thing every Saturday that we call happy hour. It's a FaceTime hour that we just sit and we chat and we love on each other. So that was my experience of an absolute paradigm shift of things, and I removed some of those blocks of resistance and fear and victimhood to create this wonderful relationship with my mom. Mom, I hope that ended well for you too. And so another part of the function of possibilities is in the present moment, the here and the now. Deepak Chopra says it this way. He says, the past, present, and future are all properties of consciousness. The past is recollection, memory. The future is anticipation. And the present is awareness. Therefore, time is the movement of thought. Both past and future are born in the imagination. Only the present, which is awareness, is real and eternal. It is the potentiality for space-time, matter, and energy. It is an eternal field of possibilities. I love this. It really brings us into the importance of being in the present moment, because with the past, we are going through things over and over again as our memories, and in the future, oftentimes we are nervous about it, but when we are here in the present, we are fully engaged. We are fully engaged with ourselves and our surroundings. There is my very favorite spiritual principle, and it is that principle is not bound by precedents. And I've revised that a little bit for today's talk, more to the effect of possibility is not bound by precedents. Possibility is not bound by precedents. There is this great story of a UC Berkeley graduate student, and he has arrived late for his statistics class. And what he does, he gets into the auditorium and he finds an empty seat and he sits down and he sees on the back of the whiteboard, he sees two problems. And he just automatically assumes that these are problems for homework. So he writes them down and he takes them home with him and he starts to work with them. And a few days later he comes in, and as he's handing his homework to the professor, he says, "Man, this homework was a little tougher than it usually is." And the professor looked at him absolutely dumbfounded. He's like, "That wasn't homework. That was those are famous unsolved problems in statistics." And so the student, George Dantzig, went on to become a world-renowned mathematician, scientist who made contributions to industrial engineering, operations research, computer science, economics, statistics, and he solved two famous unsolved problems in statistics. Can you imagine approaching life in that way, where there is absolutely no collective consciousness guiding your direction, there's no past history, there is nothing that is holding you from moving forward in your progression in life? Can you imagine being in that way? He had no idea that he was going to take this, sit down with it, and it was going to be an impossible task. He just assumed that he was going to get through it, move through it, and it was going to become his experience. What an amazing way to live our lives. If we were to think of life in that way, not only for our personal life, but life in a bigger picture, like our global issues that we are facing right now. If we could look at them from the perspective of this present moment without looking at our history, this present moment, and recognize that the power that has created the planets, the earth, the sun, the laws that affect all of that working in order, with gravity and light and all that keeps this in order, we could create miracles every day It would be an absolute part of who we are. Yeah. So I believe that that is the work that we are to do here. And this last part of my talk is around tuning into possibility. And here's what I was thinking when this came up, because it really is the namesake of this talk. Tuning to possibility, I think about my guitar. And when I sit down to tune it, this is before we had our battery-operated tuning gadgets that help you do this. We did it by the tone. I put my finger on the 5th fret and then strike the 2 strings, and we would listen for the tones to come together, to be one tone. And if we go even deeper than that, if we listen really carefully, we can hear a wave that is created. When the strings are out of tune, it's a big wave that is going through. And as we gently tune that tuning key, you start to hear the wave become tighter and tighter until it is just one line. It merges as one. And I think of it in the same way that I think of our practice, our spiritual practice together. And this is my invitation to you around spiritual practice. And for those of you that immediately have that knee-jerk reaction of, oh, I can't do that. I've got the monkey mind. I have ADHD, that I'm going to invite you into a different place to have a different paradigm shift around this. What is the actual block that is doing it? And perhaps it is just a process of stepping into this and trying it, and boy, do I have the perfect place to do that. Reverend Rochelle is doing a morning meditation. What's it called? It is Unshakable Peace, such a beautiful name. And we're doing it every day, Monday through Friday at 9, and it is a beautiful place to step in. We have some consistent meditators that come to that every day. I bless you guys. Thank you for practicing in community together. And this is your invitation for those of you that are not doing, to do that or something else that is just sitting down for, even if it's just 5 minutes, and being present and breathing, and being present and breathing. When we enter into that field of possibility, we stop seeing life happening to us. We start seeing it happen through us. We begin to see the world through the lens of abundance, not scarcity, through the lens of I am possible, not impossible, through the unconditional love and not judgment, through the I am more than enough versus the I am not enough. Even in those moments of the dark night of the soul, we can recollect and be present and know that there is something for our good that is coming forth in this moment. And I invite you into that, and I invite us into prayer. And so we just take that deep breath together, recognizing the I am on a macro level, and winding it down into the I am at a micro level. The I am that I am that I am. I invite us into this very present moment, recognizing all that is here for us. And as we stand at that precipice of possibility, we do so from that place of awe, from that place of shifting miracles into normicals, into that place of the absolute presence, knowing that there is a higher divine idea that is unfolding in and through me, through this creative process, knowing that it is happening totally unencumbered into my experience. It is totally happening in and through me at this very moment, right here and right now. I can't avoid it. The universe is conspiring for my good, and I am saying yes. And so I be in that place of absolute gratitude for this and for all that I am immersed in right here and right now. I say a blessing for this Center for Spiritual Living San Jose, knowing we are in our perfect place in our perfect time, knowing that nothing but good is coming forth. I speak a word for each individual here, knowing that in this present moment, the possibilities are endless. How grateful I am. And so I release this word into that universal law that says yes. I release it in faith, knowing that it is good and done. And together we know this truth by saying together, and so it is. Oh, yeah. So this is the time of our offerings, and we do this practice together just as present as we would do any others, because this truly is a form of spiritual practice. There is a place of gratitude that is unfolding for me right here and right now, knowing that my offering, my gift, is supporting this center in so many beautiful ways that it allows us to have all of the programming, all of the classes, all of the events, and to keep us afloat and prosperous in all ways. And so I invite us to speak together our giving affirmation. Prosper. And my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. So it is.
Thank you, Reverend Jeff. Thank you so much. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. Let's say it again. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. There's no limit to what can be. Every dream is reality, 'cause I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. Let's say it again, every voice. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. There's no limit. There's no limit to what can be. Every dream is reality, 'cause I am possibility. Say it for yourself. Sing it for yourself. Infinite possibility. I am, 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 infinite possibility. Ooh, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite, infinite
Thank you, Reverend Jeff. Thank you. I really like how you restated that principle. Possibility is not bound by precedent. Thank you. So right now, as we're starting to close our service, I'm wondering if anyone is here for the very first time. Just raise your hand. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. I want to let you know that after service, you're welcome to stay. We have yummy, delicious treats. We have a bookstore. We have a concierge desk if you have any questions. You can introduce yourself to Reverend Rochelle, Reverend Jeff, myself. We're so glad that you're here. So now I would like to call forward the practitioners and the youth as they come forward. Let me mention that after service, we have a prayer chapel in the back. So the practitioners with purple stools back in the back, they're there to offer you prayer if there's something that you need in your life, or if you want to ask for some gratitude around, express gratitude. Would you like to introduce? Yes.
Our other two groups are coming, but this morning with the babies, we had Leanne Depew, and with the littles, we had Diane Farrington, and with the teens, we have Grayson Diamond and Nick Watchin. So those were our volunteers in the youth program today, and our very happy children. Thank you so much.
And so, if you're able, could you please stand as we go through our closing prayer benediction? If you repeat after me. I am at home in the heart of God.
I'm at home in the heart of God.
My life is anchored in truth.
My life is anchored in truth.
I am living love.
I am living love.
I am attuned to possibility. I am possibility. And so it is. Thank you, everybody.
Everybody say blessed, 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 blessed. Everybody say blessed, 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 blessed. I'm blessed in the building. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold. Sickness and poverty must cease. For the ego is defeated. We are blessed. Everybody say blessed.
Blessed, 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 blessed.
I'm just gonna let the band keep on playing. You don't have to stay where you are. You can keep singing this as you leave the space. You don't have to keep. Yes, say.
Blessed, 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 blessed.
They're not done yet, but.
Blessed.